Hi, I'm Hazel. Welcome to my fabulous Friday live stream. The title says Lunar Festival Toy Farming Stream, and while that is true, I do need to do that. There's also about three other things I need to do. First of all, I need to show off I wouldn't say it's new, I would just say it's slightly fancy. I put polka dots underneath it. This is the chatting stream setup, so if we're just like getting the stream rolling and I'm still getting my tea together or whatever, we can have a bigger camera, and there's a bigger pet camera, which I have troubleshot, by the way, so that is now the nice camera, and I think it'll be fine. I don't think it'll dip out on us again, we'll see. But I solved a issue, so hopefully that was the issue. And then, of course, don't worry, the normal stream is still a thing. I will flip over to that as soon as we get going. I won't make you watch WoW through, like, a tiny corner window. New format? Woo! Yo, sup, Ethereal? How are you doing? Wish I could stay, but I'm working. Have an awesome stream. Have an awesome day at work, Jill. Amazing hair, by the way. Why, thank you. I feel deeply fancy. Very pretty. I'm in love with it. It's great. It's different depending on the angle. Like, it's so pink in the back. If you get, like, just the right back view, it looks like I didn't change my hair. But I super like the lilac purple that's going on in front. Amazing hair, amazing streaming UI. Why, thanks. I figured it's 2019. I've had this on my to-do list for at least half a year. So it's time I started getting through some of that stuff. I also, you can't see it, but you can probably feel its soothing effects. I have a new streaming light, and I am working on a review. Well, yeah, I guess I can call it a review. I'm working on a video covering that. And by working on, I mean I started it and stuck it in my in-progress folder, along with that collaboration I filled with Harima last year, and my beginner's guide to pet battles. Are these glasses I want to wear? I don't know which glasses go better with my new hair. These are very important decisions to make. But I should probably start moving on WoW stuff pretty quick, just because I have a lot to do, and we only have 2 hours to do it in. Bartender 4 isn't compatible with the game. What do you mean? I'm using it right now. Happy Friday, Hazel. Love the new do. I thank you. Fishcam looks great. Yeah, so that's the, obviously that's the White Cloud Minnow tank, and I also was excited to use this new format so I can show you that tank a little closer up. So I redid that tank along with Fletta's tank, got a little bit of a facelift, just a little bit of one, earlier this week. The substrate looks a little different now. Of course, they have some, they were on bare bottom before, but they've got Eco Complete, which is like a volcanic rock substrate for those plants in the back. It should intake nutrients from the water and then hold them near the roots for the plants. Cerberus11, thank you very much for the super chat. Fishcam. Yeah, and then those rocks that I showed you on the Hazel Shows Her Fish Rocks haul clip or whatever are in there. There are some other that are actually, the old rocks are what that hill on the left is banked up on. And then on the right you can see a giant mass of moss. And today those fish have been darting in and out of the moss, and they have been doing their best at breeding. I can't see any eggs. I saw them breed once in the other tank, and I actually saw eggs that time. I can't see any eggs, but it's just really interesting to watch, and that moss should be a good place for them to lay their eggs. And if their eggs decide to hatch, that would be a good place for the fry to live, because there should be infusoria living, which is just like really tiny organisms living in and around that moss for the baby teeny tiny fish to eat, if we end up. You know, not that I care. I'm not trying to breed fish or anything. I'm totally not checking on their tank like 14 times a day, wondering how they're doing. Okay, so I'm going to flip over to this one. Yeah, there we go. Everything works. Look at that. I even got it, I even put down a color grade for my camera footage, so I look a little more, you know, saturated and fake, because that's my aesthetic. Where am I going? We're doing, I know I need to do Lunar Festival stuff, but I need to do the invasion first. There's an invasion up. So invasion, and then I need to do island expeditions, and then I need to do the Lunar Festival thing. There might have been one more thing. Definitely invasion. Oh, invasions. Sorry, I'm really excited. Invasions and island expeditions, and I've hearsed to Dalaran. That doesn't do me the slightest bit of good. Where's my... Oh, no, I don't have a Hearthstone. That's right. I actually finally actually deleted my Hearthstone, because I love the Lunar Festival one so much. Like, look at this. I love this thing so much that I figure I'm actually just going to dedicate a bar spot for that, and then I can delete my Hearthstone. And I did it. I'm a mad woman. I heard it's no longer compatible. I guess I'll just have to re-download it. It might need an update. Let me see. I have this open. Bartender. Bartender 4, up to date. Latest version 8.1. Looks fine to me. I don't know what rumors are going around, and maybe there are some and maybe they're true, but it's been good for me so far. Stay strong. You enlight my day and raise my mood. Thanks, Gert the Rude. What toys are you most excited about from the Lunar Festival? Definitely the, hang on, where's the invasion? Where am I going? Is it, oh, it's the Zandalar one. Excellent. I love these because they're twice the rep. When they're a local invasion, half the rep, you get like 75 per for 7th Legion and 75 per for the zone, but when they're in the opposite faction zone, you get 150 rep, and that rep is good for medals. And the medals, which is why I think I'm so excited, is because I need less than 100. So we're gonna go do the Nazmir invasion. I think that despite the fact that it is in Zandalar, which means that you do get double rep, it's probably my least favorite because goodness, that last bit. You know, with like the submarines, maybe it's good that I'm doing this on stream because maybe I'm just doing this horribly wrong and there's a faster way to do it, but it always takes me like 4 or 5 times as long as the rest of them whenever I go do it, because you know, you gotta like get all the way out to the spot with the boats, and then sometimes my laser thing you do to like won't hit a boat, and you have to blow up like all of these mines and these fish, and it just takes forever. Like some of them are way faster. I wish they would just let me fly up onto a Zeppelin and take some stuff out. My hair was every color possible till it fell out. A good job I have a beard. I am excited to try different hair colors. I don't anticipate it falling out, but if it does, I will say that it was worth it, and then I will just get a wig because I would rather have fun hair than not. And I honestly don't... What was I going to say? It's in pretty good shape. Love the hair color, love the new styling. Thanks. I think it's just because when I got my hair dyed, I got it cut as well. And I got it basically the same style I already had, but because it was an actual professional doing my layers and my bangs, they're where they should be now, as opposed to the who knows where that they migrated during the 10 years that I did them by myself with scissors in my bathroom. So, the bangs are a little odd for a little bit just because the longer parts that are not supposed to be bangs, we have to grow those out, and they're just like long bits right now, the parts especially that start like too far back in my head, so I've just been pinning those somewhere random. So occasionally I'll turn my head, there's just like a random bobby pin in a very odd spot, but you do what you gotta do. What am I supposed to do? I'm slaying the target. Who's the target? Did they tell me? Horde forces have increased patrols. Find out who they're protecting and put them out of a job. Well, who are they protecting? Probably somebody that spawns around here, I would bet. I will wait in this conveniently empty basket. Did you get the pig before the fox? I was gifted. I was gifted the pig. I received the pig as a gift. So I do have the pig before the fox, but I didn't go out and buy it. I'm prepping the new sponge filter for my second tank. Yay, fish. That's exciting. What are you getting? What are you putting in your second tank? I was watching, this is not who we're here to fight. Also, well, if it's gonna attack that guy, I can help. Poor Tuggle over there would have had a hard time. What are you getting in your second tank? I'm so jealous. Okay, so I just had lunch right before the stream, and I had like 20 minutes. So I wanted to put something on from YouTube, and I noticed that my favorite, is it my favorite? I think it is. My favorite WoW, no, not WoW. I just always put the word WoW before YouTube in my head now. My favorite YouTube fish channel, Foo the Flowerhorn, who does the series of, they're like not narrated videos. They're just footage based with a little bit of text. This person is amazing. They're so handy. They just like create things with tools. And I know that sounds normal, but I swear it's not. They have like, he drilled a hole in a rock with some kind of fancy bit that can drill a hole in a rock, and then he just like put plants through it. It was the coolest thing ever. Okay, so he put out, I'm assuming I'm not sure, put out a video or a series. He started a new series that's a 5-gallon betta tank, and it's got no filter because he's got these sweet potatoes that are like over the tank with their roots growing in it, and that's going to be cleaning out the waste from the water. And what was I excited about aside from the fact that he drilled a hole in a rock? No, there was something else. I was watching that over lunch, and I guess I just got really excited and wanted... I don't even know what I want to do. I'm just really happy right now. So there's a boss over here. Did you like your experience? Which experience? My hair experience? My hair experience was delightful. It does take a long time, especially because like I had regrowth and I had color that needed to come out, and I had I had to get it cut, and my hair takes forever to get to dry, and several steps had to be done dry. So there was like, you know, bleaching and rinsing and dyeing and rinsing and drying and all of the stuff. So I was in there for probably 4 hours, I think like 10 to 2 or so, but it was fun. It was fun. It's nice to have somebody else do it like a professional, because I always miss spots, and there's no way that I could ever be as thorough as she was. So it was really nice. I plan on going back for a variety of things, but to keep my roots touched up, and I figure I'll probably get something different. Not next time. I'll probably keep this and then just have my roots touched up a few times, but like 2 or 3 times a year, I'm thinking. Just go like fresh slate on the hair and try out a different color. One day, I don't know when, but one day I want to do like a dark foresty green night elf thing. I think that would look really cool. Money and money is money, but flying pig. I feel like that's like half the sentiment that's going around. There's like people that are like, wow, it's really cool, and I love this pig and I need it. And then there's people that are like, wow, it's really cool and I'm mad because it costs money and I'm against that. And I think both of those are valid positions. I am fully supporting whatever anybody wants to do, but the thing that I love is that both sides of the pig argument agree that the pig is really cool. I have yet to read somebody, and I'm sure somebody's out there, but I have yet to read anybody saying, you know what, that pig is stupid. Nobody has been talking smack about my Hogris. Nobody. Look at him. Have you seen his mount special? He does, so he like gets out his wings and he does a little flappy flap, but then when he lands, he's like a little porcelain one. He like becomes a piggy bank and then he reanimates, and it's amazing. I love that. It's adorable. I'm too excited. I'm just so happy that my stream looks better. I really hope everything continues to work. I sorted out the problems with the cameras, but there's nothing I can really do about the problems with the network or if YouTube has an issue. I have a 75-gallon with angels and a few catfish. That sounds fun. What kind of angels do you have? I one day am thinking, I don't know. I want a tank one day when I have a house that has big fish in it, and I've been thinking goldfish. But what if in addition to, or instead, I mean angelfish are gorgeous, and they're really interesting socially. And I really, really like the koi angelfish, because basically I really like koi, but if you want koi, you need a pond, and it better not be a small pond. You need a big old pond for koi. Plus they are carp, and they're very messy, so that's like a rich adult hazel thing. I'm not grown up yet, so I like fish that have the koi colors but are not as big. I'd be down for a koi betta one day, but the thing with those is koi bettas are like marbled bettas with the koi colors, and because they have the marbling gene, their color changes. Like they don't just come in a color and stay that way. It might turn all black, it might turn all red. Usually they don't turn all black, but like it'll change from when you got it. So you might order a really pretty fish and you get it, and it's probably still pretty, but it looks different for sure. Next time I go to a bar, I'm bringing a rock and a drill. That is how you impress people. You want to make some friends? Don't do it. I'm kidding. I'm sure that's incredibly dangerous. I'm sure that the person, like, they didn't show the rock drilling. They showed their bit, but they didn't show the drilling. I'm sure you would need safety equipment. That's probably why they didn't show it. They probably didn't want to get like a rock fragment right through their camera lens. Although I think the other thing, I don't know if he ever upgraded his camera, the Fu the Flowerhorn guy, but for ages I know that he was recording it just on his phone with like a clip-on macro lens, which was insane to me because he gets the coolest looking macro footage of all of his fish and his tanks and his shrimp and stuff. And it was just like a $12, $20 clip-on lens for his phone. It's insane. My hair is fine. I need to get it done. It's nice to have someone else's hands massaging your hair. I was really self-conscious about letting anybody else touch my hair just because it's kind of weird. It's like frizzy, and then it's like flaky because my scalp gets really dry, and I was just kind of self-conscious about it, but it was worked out fine. Beautiful bouncy piggy fat boy. Evening, lovely purple lady Hazel. Why, thanks, Stephanie. Good evening. Happy Friday. Happy weekend, everybody. If you couldn't buy with in-game gold, I'd get the anti-money people. I get that someone has to spend the money, but it doesn't have to be you. A good point. A very good point. I need to earn the gold for the frog mount. Ran into the vendor the other day and acquired a new gold saving goal. Those are you planning on getting, like, saving for all of them, or do you have to decide your favorite color and just get the one color of it? Because that's hard. That is a difficult thing. It's an okay mount. I like the dog better. The stone look sets me off. The dog was cute. The dog was real cute. I think I prefer the pig. It's hard to say. You make me want to resub. Would you ever have an outdoor pond? I would love an outdoor pond. That's life goals for me, is to have like a real nice outdoor pond. I love visiting places that have ponds. Like there's these Chinese gardens that you can visit in Portland. There's also there's a couple of places that have like koi ponds that you can go visit, and I love them. But you need property for that, and I think they're expensive, and I think they're also a fair amount of work, because it's similar to maintaining an aquarium, but on a much larger scale. You got to use a lot of water. So that's a one-day goal. I love them though. I can see I know people do like stock tank ponds. So you get like this 300-gallon Rubbermaid stock tank tub that they sell at like farming supply places. And you can sort of like add a pump and then some filters and some plants and stuff and set that up as like a 300-gallon pond. And that would be sick for like a goldfish pond setup. You might be able to do some, you might even be able to do some single-tail goldfish in there, like get some shubunkins or some Sarasa comets or something. But, what am I doing? Yeah, still needs a place to put it. Marbled angels mostly? Ooh. No fish, but I have 5 tarantulas. What makes them different from each other? Like, when you have 4 tarantulas, what makes you go, you know what? I need another one. Oh, my camera needs to be restarted. Hang on a moment. Properties. I figured out. So we do this. And then we do this. And I'm back. Okay. I don't know why that happens. That is a new thing that I have not solved yet. I'm a mailman. I get to see tons of different ponds people own. I get so jealous. Oh, that's cool. I used to do that kind of thing. Or I used to just really like walking my dog around residential areas and looking at people's gardens. Like, not going into their houses or anything, but everybody's front gardens. There are some areas where people do really cool stuff. And then there's areas where people were like really obviously competitive with their neighbors, and you'll pass a bunch of normal houses and then just like 4 in a row that are stunning that you know are trying to one up each other. It's pretty good. I used to put my goldfish in my outdoor pond in the summer. They're huge now. They need lots and lots of space. I paid for the Dread Raven, the Saber one that can fly, and the Legion digital stuff. I think they've always done a pretty good job with collector's edition mounts. I like that quite a bit. Okay, so what am I doing here? Blight color, solitude, blighted. So I need to blight the bow, presumably. Let's try that. Okay. Helps when I read. I got the green frog mount, but now I really want the blue one. I need to look at them again. Oh no, I lost my barrel. I should probably join a group, huh? Let's see. Anybody up? Yeah. Different types, one I've had for 15 years now. They live for that long? I didn't know spiders could live that long. That's really cool. I would burn the house down if I found a tarantula in it. Oh, man. That was another thing about those videos I watched at lunch is at the end of the last one, this guy had a house spider that was just kind of like on his, on the outside glass of his tank. And he took some macro footage of it with his macro lens. And it was actually adorable. Like right up close, it looked kind of like Lucas the Spider, the animations on YouTube. It was like that, but an actual animal. And I'd never seen one that I thought looked cute in real life. But, you know, it was just like it had these little stubby little legs and like all these eyes that were kind of beady. And I don't know, it was kind of cute. I still wouldn't do a tarantula myself, though. You guys and YouTube are awesome. Have a great day. Thank you. Have you done your 4 BGs yet? No. What do I need to do that for? Do I have to? What do you get for it? I know the weekly's up, but I don't know what the reward is. I'll have to double check that next time I'm back around Borealis. You can have a coffee table fish tank, like a fish tank built into the coffee table, or a fish tank on your coffee table. Because it would depend on your table, and also what, you know, I would hate to have people just like spilling their wine into your aquarium. My yard is all ragweed and auto parts. I mean, are you storing them there? Or do they just live there? Or is it an art installation? My neighbor has a pond with toads. They croak extremely loudly in the middle of the night during the summer. They can be very, very, very loud from what I've heard. We used to live on, not for very long, it was less than a year that I lived there, but our landlords in this one place I lived as a teenager had a little bit of a farm, not a crazy amount, but they had a couple cows, and there was a pond that was in the back of the property, so it wasn't even anywhere near where we were, but you could still hear the toads. Kind of got used to it though. Some can live close to 30? Is it mostly the bigger ones that live that long, or are like everyday spiders living that long? Because that's kind of wild to think about. You know, if it's one thing to squish a bug that you assume is going to just live for like another week, but if, you know, it was like a 17-year-old spider that had children and an extended family somewhere and you step on it, I feel a little worse about that. Okay, did we get all 5 of them? We did. Time to go live our submarine dreams and take... Wait, it's so long. Why are the boats so far from where they put you in the submarine? I don't like spiders or snakes. I did have a bad dream recently that included a snake that made me second guess my potential snake owning aspirations. It wasn't even like it wasn't like trying to kill me or anything. It was just, I was dreaming, and I often have weird fish dreams like this, and the theme of it, which is recurring, is that somebody was buying fish without my knowledge and just adding them to my aquariums. Like just fish that don't fit there, that don't match the parameters, that would eat all of my other fish. So I had another one of those. I get them like once a month. So like specifically people buying fish and putting them in my aquarium. And I in this dream, the person was doing that, and then I like finally get them to confess that they're doing it, and then they have a snake that they got from the same place they got all the fish from. And it was like, they asked if I wanted to hold it, but it was too wiggly, and it also looked kind of like a rattlesnake, and it looked really mad. So I was scared of it because it was too wiggly. I wanted it to be more chill. It's built into the table, has a cover over where the fish swim. Oh, that's interesting. Had all my guppies die, but my ghost shrimp are fine. Guppies, from what I've heard, depending on the strain of them, can be kind of finicky just because they're really bred. They're line bred for their colors and whatnot, so they're a little inbred at this point in their existence. I couldn't make ghost shrimp work, though. When I bought the Amano shrimp for my other tank, I got a couple of ghost shrimp as well, just to see if they would make it work in there. And the Amano shrimp has been doing fine, but the ghost shrimp didn't last very long. They lasted like a week maybe, and then they just died, and I never figured out why. Nice hair, Hazel. Looks deadly. Thank you. Might be your neighbor. No fish in my pond, but the frogs are indefinite. Did the shrimp scare the other fish? Oh, in his tank. They can be real loud. Missed the beginning of the stream. Did you end up with the same hair color you wanted when you walked in, or did the hairdresser give you new ideas? Why is my camera freezing? Hang on. That's upsetting. I thought I was so excited that I had finally fixed all of this, and I don't know. It just takes a deactivate, reactivate. I'll have to look at and see if I need to update my Elgato software or something like that. So I walked in with like a couple of pictures of the color range that I wanted, which was basically in between pink and purple and like a smoky, like smoked out mid-tone color. So not too saturated and bright. And then said that I wanted, I was open to suggestions and wanted to give her some artistic freedom, which was the right answer. Because I'm not too picky. It's not like I've ever had it turn out the way I imagined in my head anyways when I was doing it myself, so at least this way there would be somebody that knows what they're doing behind it. Female tarantulas. Males don't live over 5. They die soon after being mature. That's interesting. Cannot have pet fish. My cat likes to eat them. Oh, no. I do have a cat, but the cat can't get the fish because all of the aquariums have hoods on them. They all have lids on them, so the cat would have to do some real doing. I know some cats are like really dedicated and will like break the tank or knock it off things, but if it was like a big enough tank and it has a secure hood on it, I can't imagine how the cat would actually get the fish. I probably haven't met the right cat though. I'm sure some of them could do it. The submission is so painfully long, right? I was hoping that I was just doing it wrong, but all I do is I just like swim all the way up here, which is really far from where you spawn, and then just shoot some rockets at stuff. I'm only at 12% so far, even though I've been doing it. Are there things that have like way more percentage? I just kind of, you know, I go for some of these things, and some of these guys, and then like some of the jellyfish, and then like try and get the boats, but it takes forever. It's very, very different from how the other 5 invasion end scenarios go, which is why I think I must be doing it wrong. I just don't know how. You were in our guild run, PTR, Jaina, and Stormwall. Nice. Do you guys organize those in a way that I could get invites to future ones? Because not necessarily Stormwall, because that was really bugged when we did it, but the rest of the fights I could use organized groups desperately. Hated the submarine portion of the Nazmir incursion, especially when competing for jellyfish and depth charges. Well, it doesn't help that you need like, so I just killed one person with that, and I got 1%. I took it 1 depth charge, and that was what, 3 or 4? Let me do another one. Let me find another one and actually like check. So I'm at 39. Take it 1 depth charge, and that brings me to 44. Okay, so the depth charges are 5% each. It looks like the people at 1% each. That's not worth it. That's not worth it. And then I need to get 2 more of the ships. Sometimes I can aim at the surface to take the ships out, although I think I already did that one. And sometimes you just can't. There was one that I just couldn't aim at no matter how hard I tried. Get some advice. My rogue hit level 80. Not sure where to go. Pandaria or Cataclysm? If you have... Is Pandaria flying open to everybody, or do you have to buy it? What's the deal with that? Did they open up Pandaria flying? If you can fly in Pandaria, then I would do that. But if you cannot fly in Pandaria, then I would do Cataclysm because you can fly. I'm at 2.5 million gold now. Nice. I finally got brave and started investing again. How much do I get for jellyfish? 49. Oh, well, nothing when you miss. 52. All right, 3% for a jellyfish. The depth charges are definitely what you want. I finally got brave again and was like, you know what? It's a new tier. There's new BOEs. I'm going to invest in some things that are good investments and flip them. And I bought a bunch of stuff, and I sold one of them. I'm still a little bit in the hole. I have not yet decided if it's just a slow market or if I've made some bad decisions, but they weren't terribly expensive investments. I'm still at like 1.8 mil. 3 ability makes you go faster. I mean, that doesn't help when my torpedo, you know, you're just like really slowly chewing through everything. It's not like I'm spending a bunch of time traveling aside from getting up here, in which case you do use the 3, but it's still just needlessly far. How long is the incursion up for? Lasts for another... Oh, I can't see it anymore. Let me check Wowhead. Wowhead knows. 5 hours and 32 minutes remaining. Jellyfish are allied with the Horde. Blue bar of boredom. I don't usually mind the blue bars. It's just that this one seems really unforgiving. You can fly. Yeah, if you can fly in Pandaria, then go for it. I couldn't remember if you needed to buy something or if you needed to purchase it or if it was just account wide now. I picked based on what I thought was prettier. I really like Pandaria. The Pandarian quests are really nice, with the exception of like 1 or 2 chains. I always do Jade Forest right up until I get the vehicle-based quest. Oh, I'm done with the bar. Okay, I need to find some battleships, which is this thing, and some more gunships maybe. My mom is allied with the Horde? I would be surprised. I don't really feel like that'd be true. Oh, man. Watched one of your videos, made Dispriest my main. Nice. You kill the jellyfish on the way to the boats. Helps. By the time you get to the boats, you don't need to kill much once there. I guess so. I joined a new guild and found out they use your raid tutorials. They have an entire section in Discord for your vids. That's cool. Shout out to your new guild, Jared. We organized. You want to join our Discord to talk to our leader? He's willing to say hi to you. Yes, for PTR raid testing, I am in such dire need of an organized group that I would love to. Also, you guys were great. You guys were excellent. You cannot link in. You can't link in chat, but you can send it to my email, hazelnuttygames@gmail.com. My altar level 20s. Pandaria 1 billion. I don't know if it's 1 billion times better than Cataclysm. It's Catazones had, like, Mount Hyjal was a great leveling zone. I loved leveling in Mount Hyjal. I did it every time after I discovered that Vashir was no longer the place to be. I've just come back after a few months. What is it I should be doing? I'm just running around in my main. So if you want gear, I say do the Warfront areas. So go, like Darkshore and Arathi Highlands, go kill the rares, do the daily quests, do the world bosses if they're up for your faction, and queue the Warfront when that's available. That's like the catch-up gear source, more or less. And once you get to like 3... Once you get, and then I would say LFR, and then the raid if you can get into it. Catch the upload later. Having a night out with a boyfriend. Love your hair and have a great night. Thanks, LaFera. Have a great night. Okay, so we're done with that. I need to head back. Oh, there's a pet quest too. That's right. I need that. I need that on a couple of characters, but I can start with this one. Am I stupid to try and get the Lucid Nightmare mount? Looking at the guides, I know you have the mount. How long did it take you? So you should definitely get it. It's awesome. It's absolutely doable. I didn't make a guide for that one, but there are some really good ones online. And it took me, I would say, I don't remember exactly how long the earlier puzzle parts took me. Probably like 3 or 4 hours. And then the end maze was about an hour and a half for me. But I would allow more time for that just because it can, I think I lucked out. I think it was easy for me. Garrison shipyards. LFR requires 350. I think you can get 350 pretty quickly if you get some pieces from the Arathi and... I mean, Arathi gear is still 340 from the... 340 from the rares, but you get better stuff from the Warfront, and then of course the Darkshore stuff's really good. Another turtle made it to the water. Here's your raid tier gear. I have never gotten raid gear. Well, I guess actually if there's, oh no, you're right. You're absolutely right. You help the turtles get to the water. Get a piece of 385 gear. Yeah, that's pretty good. Although that will not be 385 gear unless your item level is already up a bit. Because, those, I'm 65% certain that those emissary reward item levels scale with your item level. So there's probably a threshold that you need to pass. So if you're like a brand new fresh alt, that emissary probably will give you good gear, but not 385 gear. That's just the cap. I love my Lucid Nightmare. The last bit in the maze, though. Yeah, have a nice beverage, you know? Get some tea, get some coffee, some water, a bubble tea if you're into that kind of thing. You're gonna need something. So is this one of the guys that I've done on all of my characters, or should I be trying to do some Corval Darkbeard? Do I need him? Do I need him? It looks like I did him already. I did not do him on aquatic. And I wonder if that's because he's hard with aquatic pets. Let's see if we can put together an aquatic. There's probably a good reason why I did not get this tamer with aquatic pets, but let me try it again. Let me try it. So what does he have? Actually, I think I remember this now. So he has flying, critter, and flying. So you need magic, beast, and magic. With aquatic pets. Let's just see what we can do by move countering, and then so family, aquatic, abilities. Let's start with magic and see if we can find 2 things that have that. So these are all of our aquatic pets that have magic abilities. Not all of them will be damaged. Like the carps, or that carp had invisibility. This one has mana surge, psychic blast, but it doesn't have any way to make arcane winds happen. This magic ability is wish, which is not damage. This one has tentacle stab. And it also has bubble, which might be useful. So I'll use Inky. Emerald Bite might be good. What does this one got? Still tentacle stab, bubble. Okay. Arcane slash. I'll put him 3rd because that's better if you're faster. And I know I'm not going to be, well, I'm not going to be faster than either of them. Moon Tears, though. Moon Tears is good. We could also just try to magical crawdad this. Always an option. And I'll throw, hang on, the crab, Inky, and then the turtle. That's right. So let's just try this. It might not work, but it might work. You don't know. Tentacle stab is a poison. You've also got bubble, and you've got dive. I feel like Inky's gonna have a hard time doing damage because that dot sucks. It's not very good. Do I have anything better that I could put in that spot? I'll put the crawdad in that spot. Oh no, the middle, I need beast damage for the middle one. That's right. I need him to have beast damage. So we're going to go ability, beast. And then for that, there's all sorts of... all sorts of options. What does Scuttle have? Snap. Whirlpool. Smelling liquid. Sure. You know what? You're cute. That's important. All right. Let's see what we can do. I don't remember what abilities he has. This is just based on the types. You got the Ear of the Pig mount. Do you like it? I do. Okay. So oh yeah, they're gonna wreck you with their flying moves. That's why. So he's gonna go first. There's not much I can do about it, but I can Powerball to get my speed up. Oh no, I'm toast. There's no way. I need to look something up. I need to look up a strat for this if it's gonna happen. Let me see if it's, because you're gonna want to avoid the lift-off damage. So this quest is called Accidental Dread. And it looks like we're using two crocolisks and that moonshell crab. You're tired of people thinking BFA is bad. Nothing compares from the horror of leveling a priest in vanilla WoW. I love these Friday streams. I play them on my way home from work on the Bluetooth in my car. Fridays are great. Odd question. Choice of bottled water. Are there ones you won't drink? So let's see. Rip. We don't buy bottled water really because we have pretty good water in Oregon, so we just run it through a filter. So we just have a Brita filter, but if I'm traveling, I don't know. I'll buy whatever bottle of water is around, and then if it's bad, I regret it. Hair is wonderful, thank you. You've inspired me to get my dark teal night elf hair, which I've been wanting for half a year. A little afraid of the bleach. Have you done it yet, or you just or are you if you're afraid? I thought your hair was kind of colored. Or did you color without did you color it just like without the bleach first? If you're scared, I would recommend seeing if you can find somebody to do it, like getting it done in a salon. For pets, I use the Rematch add-on, and then the Pet Journal Enhanced and Pet Tracker. So Pet Tracker is showing me my cooldowns above the bar here. Rematch is what I use to import the team, and then Pet Journal Enhanced is what I'm using to give me filtering, which is what I'm doing when I'm checking for like beast pets with an aquatic ability or whatever. So we need to rip. And then Blood in the Water, if we can. They just do so much damage too. I think you need a good RNG to get a little less of that. So we're going to rip again. We might need to just try this fight a few times. And we can surge for a little more damage. Try and catch up. I have not watched the new Shane Dawson video yet. I haven't decided if I'm going to yet. It's... I'm sure it's good. But conspiracy theories as a topic have never really been my thing. They're a little too close to... I don't know. They're just... I'm the same way with like ghost stories. They're fun, but I don't particularly enjoy them. Shell Shield, Renewing Mist, and Arcane Slash. And then the very first thing in the video was them talking about the FaceTime thing. And I had just just before that, I had just read about the FaceTime bug. So it was very clear what was happening. And I'm sure there's lots more spooky stuff in the video. I just never watched it. Use a pet with dive? Yeah. Yeah. That might be the way. This is definitely not happening. You want, ideally, magic damage to try and get the birds below half. Do I want to take the turn? He's already below half. He's just faster than me. I think I'm toast anyways. Oh, this is pretty close. I wonder if I got unlucky with my first pet. I think it can go better than that. I think it can go a little better than that. I'll try it a few more times, and then I will try switching in something with dive. You want big damage if you can, which is why the blade combo is good, and then these also have beast damage to deal with the second pet. So we're gonna go ahead and, all right, so miss, that's good. That's a good start. And then we blood in the water. Oops. That'll happen. There's no point in surging now, but I guess I can reapply the dot. So that comes in. Put that up, and then can surge a few times. Hi Hazel, your hair looks fantastic. Thanks, Irish Red. Love the hair color. February is Tormund Giantsbane month, my Game of Thrones wall calendar. Sounds like a very fortuitous month. I have this daily cat calendar. It's like one of those ones that's got like peel off days. And there's a different cat on my fridge every day. It was a Christmas present for my sister, and I love it. I didn't think I would enjoy it so much. I didn't think I would remember to peel off a new cat every day, but I'm just very excited for it. And I don't let myself peek. You can't look at what the future cats are going to be. Okay, so this is going better than it was, for sure. We're still behind, but not as behind as we were. 243. And we can hopefully get off the blood in the water. Maybe not. Oh, not quite. Bummer. So what do we do here? Shell Shield, Renewing Mist, and then just go in with Arcane Slash and hope for the best. I think that's bad. I don't think we're gonna make it. Maybe this one's just hard. We have the same calendars, reminded me to change the month. You have the 2019 World of Warcraft calendar, very nice. I thought about getting it when it was on sale. And I probably would have ordered it if that hoodie that they had said it was on sale was actually on sale. Because then I would have just gotten it. But I didn't want to spend like $7 plus another $6 in shipping just for the calendar. I colored with 6% bleach, which isn't very invasive. For green, I'll need to get rid of all my red tones. Definitely letting professional do it. It's true. They can't prevent the damage that bleach does to your hair, but they can mitigate it. There are products that they can use that are harder to get at home that can make it work a little better. I watch everything Daddy YouTube puts out. OMG, your hair. Angle render would be good. You think? Let me try it. If this doesn't work, this might work. The shell shields. Yeah, there we go. We're good. We're good. That's all I needed. Oh. And the nice thing about Family Battler is I now never have to do that again. Okay, so I did my invasion. I did that one. There's another pet quest up in Kultiris, so we can do Automated Chaos. And I need to do the Arathi dailies, and I need to do the Darkshore dailies. How is a Void Elf hosting a WoW stream? I'm so late. You made it. You did make it. That pet master name was Corval Darkbeard. Anyone else snowed in 40 centimeters in 12 hours? When I was in WoW, or wish I was in WoW for real on a beach? It's a lot of large parts of the world, or at least America, which as far as part of the internet is concerned is the world. Lots of America real cold right now. We're lucking out here on the West Coast. Like, it's cold, but it's normal cold. It's normal winter cold. It's been like 38 degrees, which is still above freezing. We're not getting the worst of the, what are they calling it, a polar vortex? We're not getting anything dangerous over here. I heard it was supposed to snow this weekend, but I have not. I checked the forecast again, and it looks a little unlikely. It might, maybe a little bit, but probably not. Okay, so we got some 380 Warforged slippers. They have haste, but I really don't like putting on things that are an item level drop, even if they're better. I'm stubborn that way, so I'll just hold on to them and then decide. Love the hair. Thanks, Adam. Have you got the Lunar Festival flower crowns? I have them on every character. They're so cool. They're, I have this one. And I wanted to get the other ones, but 25 coins is a lot when I also need them for other stuff. I still need coins for the toys. Hair looks like something Gai Tang would do. Gai Tang's hair pictures were probably the first ones that I ever looked at. Oh, I accidentally clicked the portal. When I was looking at like crazy hair online years and years ago, that was like the big name that did the videos and whatnot. And I would watch some of those videos trying to see how people got the hair done. Appointment set. I'll see if I can post a pic in the Discord if you want. Exciting. Nice. Can't wait to see it. We're getting rain in California. Is it? Oh no, I got a Snapchat about that. It looked really rainy. Very stormy. I mean, winter. Winter happens. All right. Spirits. All right, so we're going to get another 5. I'm up 5 medals from before, and we're going to get another 10, so I'm going to be 674. Is it going to be enough rep for another 20? Not quite. I want it. I'm trying to figure out when I'm going to get it, and I think it's next week, but I'm not sure for sure. I got the fair bug, and it's so cool. The fair bug. The fair bug. What's the fair bug? Cheap chair you recommend for a desk chair person who sits in it for way too long? I don't know any cheap ones. I only know expensive chairs. And that's not to try and say that like I'm real fancy. I'm sure that there is. But the cheapest chair I ever used, that wasn't just like a secondhand office chair that was not recommend worthy. I used the IKEA Marcus for quite a few years. That's like a $200 chair. I think it's like $170 if you don't get the leather version. And it was okay. People really like it. That one's kind of recommended as the budget chair that's nicer. But I think you'd have to go sit in it and decide for yourself. It was very, very upright. And very tall in a way that wasn't super comfy to me. Earlier in the week, it was negative 53 with wind chill. It's really dangerous. Polar vortex pondus. What website do you use for pet teams? Heard you mention it countless times, but forget it. wow-petguide.com. wow-petguide.com. I need to be breaking some soul gems. How do you get coin in WoW? What kind of coins? There are elder coins, there are seafaring doubloons, there are service medals, and there's gold. I can help you out with any of them though. If you're talking about the elder coins, you need to visit the elder NPCs, which are located around Kalimdor, Eastern Kingdoms, and Northrend. I have an add-on called Handy Notes, along with Handy Notes Lunar Festival, that is marking them on my map with icons. And when you get there, it's just like a quest giver. You talk to them, and they give you a coin, and then you go get the next one. Polar Vortex is the name of my cover band. I feel like Polar Vortex would be a band that does like alternative soundscapes that's like music adjacent but not really music, and they would have really hip looking album covers featuring men with very large beards. Alright, so the old VoDs are available on YouTube for anybody to watch. They're in the YouTube livestream VoD playlist. They're available on my channel page. So if you go to my regular channel page, just scroll down, you will see them at the top of the Hazel's WoW livestream playlist. And you can save that playlist and access it whenever you like. So sick of the snow. It's negative 36 degrees Celsius with wind chill today. Eeh. Eeh. Trade your snow for Arizona weather. I would love some snow. Snow is one thing. Snow in negative 36 Celsius is cold. It's too cold. It won't stop snowing here, but I can't complain much. If you go further north in Norway, they can't open their doors. It's a little scary. That's a thing? Yeah. I need to communicate that change a little better. I was going to mention it in the vlog and I forgot. I'm also not committed to it. I'm not committed to it. The whole idea is that I would stop spamming people with stream VODs instead of videos, and that would be better if I could spam people with more videos. I need to get a few more done. Question. Have you been having as much fun watching the method race as I have? I love the commentary, and it just makes watching the raid so interesting. I enjoy, like, clicking in to the streams and seeing where they are and, like, watching bits of the fights, but I always do it muted, and I only check for, like, 30 seconds at a time. And I'm sure the streams are really good. It's just I don't usually have a stream on. Like, anything that has voices in it, I can only really have on if I'm like doing some really, really tedious farming. Otherwise I just get too distracted. I can't listen to people talk at the same time as like think. But it is really cool that you can watch people with their mythic progression. And it's also just like makes a really fun moment for the community when they actually do it. If Method does it first. That's the big question. If Method does it first. My wife loves your hair. Thanks to your wife. Yeah, the pig mount is a shop mount. I live in Arizona. All my windows and doors are open. In January, well, I guess it's February now. In February, really? Doors and windows open? How hot is it there right now? I get it. I get like Australia, like anywhere in the southern hemisphere would make sense because it would be summer weather. Do they still call it summer? Really dumb question. Real dumb moment here. But in Australia, when it's like, you know, December, January, February, do you still call it winter and you've just accepted that winters are very warm? Or do you call it summer because it's, I would like to, I'm curious. I don't know. Honest thoughts about BFA. I put some of these in the vlog, but honestly, I'm having a lot of fun. I have so many things to do, and I'm so excited to do them that I don't have enough time to do all the I keep trying to shoot my own troops here. I don't have enough time to do all the things that I'm excited about. I'm behind. I need more me's. I need to clone myself. I'm having a great time. I'm still not even caught up on collecting all the stuff they added and launched with BFA. Like, I only have 1,011. The ones threw me off. 1,011 pets. I need, like, I'm missing a whole bunch of pets down here. That's filtered still. But I have charms to buy them with. I just gotta catch up. But I'm having a really good time, and I'm really excited for 815 with the Culturan and Sandalari, but 8-2 too. I think it's gonna be really good. I want Method to get this world first so badly. It's my Super Bowl. I think they have a lot of, hang on. Is there can I drive this thing? Excuse me, can we move? Do I have a tire lock thing on? Can I? No. Is this it? I don't know. There's like some bats up here. I've only got 8%. I swear I'm better at playing the game when I'm not streaming. I swear, I promise. Oh, there's boats. Oh, I'm real dumb. I've done this quest before. I have done it before. There we go. There you go. Just gotta aim. It's dark out there. It's dark. 73. You have your windows and doors open at 73. I'm still wearing sweaters at 73. It's 73 in here right now. Pet overload. 37 Celsius in Adelaide today. That's hot. That 37 is like open your windows and doors, but then be like, well, what's the point of this? It's 37 outside, so it's just going to be 37 inside. That's when you want some air conditioning. I live in New Zealand. We call it summer. Definitely summer. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. Finally got all the boss drop mounts from Darkshore. Only the Frightened Dakota left. Have you been experiencing competition with trying to farm the Kodo? I haven't tried yet because I'm scared it's going to be too hotly contested, and I don't want to like step on anybody's toes by taking it. If you know, I'd rather get to it when nobody else is around. They have Christmas in summer. It's coming into autumn now for Aussies. I nominate Kelvin as the official temperature scale. Hope the hate train slows down soon. I mean, there's always been a hate train. It just, you're right. It might just need to, or it might just eventually chill and then come back. It comes and it goes. The devs give and take away, and the community roars up and then dies down. Such is the cycle of WoW. As long as there's a game to play, I'll still be here. Well, as long as there's, I should say, as long as there's a game to play on my computer. If they require me to switch to my phone, I will not be joining them. But I think that's an overblown concern. I have a ton of shiny pet charms. What pets would you recommend I buy with them? With the shiny charms, I would just get anything that you don't already have. I would just try and finish off the pets that are available for shiny charms. I don't remember the specific pets that were available, so I couldn't tell you which of the best ones are. Whatever you still need is the only thing I could say. Enjoying BFA, gets better every patch. It would have been nice if it had launched in slightly, like, there are a couple of things that I think could have been done early. Like, if they had just had Paragon caches in from the start, that would have I know that wouldn't have improved everybody's situation, but for me, that would have drastically improved my opinion. And then Azurite was a risk, and it didn't work, but haven't seen the Kodo yet either. Struggle with making money in WoW, any tips? Gathering and world quests is the way I do it. Because if you're keeping up with your emissaries, you're keeping up with your invasions, you're getting rep, and every time you get a rep Paragon cache, there's some gold in that. And then all of the herbs and or whatever that you picked up while you're out doing your world quest, that'll sell pretty well too. It's just like good risk-free gold that also gets you other things from the expansion. Would you say it's worse now than it was in WoD? I think that the hate train now is worse than Warlords, but I think that Warlords was a little more deserving of that hate, just because not like there was great content in Warlords, but the problem was there wasn't really much going. There was like not enough to do. And now there's tons of stuff to do. People just don't like it, and a lot of them are not liking it for different reasons. And it's valid to like or not like it for whatever reason that you want, but I feel like it's a better situation for people to be like, man, we've got all this food, and I don't like tangerines. I wish they had given us lemons, and I would have really preferred some grapes, but all I have is this avocado. Like, that's one thing, and that's valid. Nobody says you have to like avocado. But in Warlords, it was like, I wish I could eat because I'm starving. And I would really appreciate, you know, some vitamins, right? I'd rather be arguing over whether or not what we have is good than just being like, well, there's nothing here, and we just got a patch that had a selfie camera. And that's our patch, right? So I think that the Warlords definitely deserved it more. But it's kind of interesting how insanely it kicks up. And I think that that the culture of not necessarily the community, but the places that content creators are. So basically the trifecta of YouTube videos, Twitch streamers, and then articles and blog writers, like sites, basically. Those, I think, are responsible for it. Not necessarily at the fault of the people making the content, but because those platforms reward outrage, people will click on titles and subjects that are outraged, that it kind of feeds into itself. You know, people get kind of mad and they want to read about somebody that's also kind of mad, so they click on that video and they don't click on anything else. And you end up with a situation where it's going to make you more money if you're mad about the game, so people do it even if they were only half-heartedly in it. And I'm sure some people are genuinely very mad, but it's an absolute fact that you are financially incentivized to be outraged about it if you are a content creator, and a lot of the community is influenced by, shocking enough, the influencers. So I don't think it's the only reason why there's a hate train, but I do think it has helped drive up the volume on it this time around. I don't know why I'm killing these Naga. Did they look at me funny? Do they drop something? Was I doing a quest that I finished now? Why am I here? Oh, I need to do a boss. That guy. I'm here for that guy. I'm just harassing his friends for no reason. Love your hair. Thank you, Ela. 4K gold for Paragon Rep chest. It's pretty good, especially because the 7th Legion and the Honor-Bound ones come really fast. Like if you're... And I'm not even... Oh gosh, that sound was the auto feeder for the dog food. Scared me. I don't know what I thought it was. Paragon rep caches come really fast for 7th Legion and Honor-Bound, and I'm not even doing all of the stuff. Like, just doing... You get the rep from the Darkshore and the Arathi dailies. You also get rep from the Warfront. You also get rep from, like, rep tokens for those... will come out all the time for those factions in missions. And, obviously, any world quest on the enemy faction continent. So you can get tons and tons of that rep. And you get just an extra 4K plus 20 service medals in each one. We've got all of this food, but it's 2-day-old McDonald's? I wouldn't say so. But you're welcome to. We got Pepe and WoD. That was a good thing we did. WoD brought some good stuff. I just can't remember many of them. I need to kill Sagoth, and I know for a fact that he is too strong for me. I have tried to solo him before, and I've discovered that that is a bad idea. Hero sent me? Is that Hero's Crew? Does Hero's Crew have, like, a fun fan name? Are you guys, like, the Heriminators? If not, can you be? Because that's awesome. Hero says goodbye and you should do less PvP battles. I said more PvP battles. I heard less. I think Hero wants me to back off the PvP pet battle video market, and I have no choice but to respect his wishes. I'm glad some content creators are staying positive. There's still a lot to enjoy. I think that there's a flip side to the outrage train, which is the counter outrage train, which is the same principle, just a little less powerful. And that's just being, like, blindly positive about everything, regardless of how good it is. And I try not to do that. Obviously, I'm not always successful, because at the end of the day, I'm a massive WoW fangirl. I always have been. That's kind of why I built my whole life around it. But you can try and be objective, and you can try and look at both sides of the the discussion, of the conversation, and see what's valid and what's happening, and then decide how you feel. So happy to see you're still streaming. Just woke up after sleeping until 5 p.m. due to a pretty bad cold. At least you're getting some sleep. Hopefully that gets you over it pretty quick. You don't want to know our fan names? It's pretty bad. MLP Pony Squad. So isn't that kind of like when somebody is talking about an ATM machine, though? Wouldn't you be the My Little Pony Pony Squad? Because you could shorten that to Pony Ponies, and that's snappier, you know? That's got some ring to it. Also, my camera's frozen again. Hang on. Oh no, that was just a hiccup. I wonder what's up with that. I actually have no idea if that's in the connection or if that's actually in the camera itself. I have to assume it's software based because the webcam does that sometimes too. I am not dating Hiro. I am married and I am not married to another content creator. Your new hair color looks nice. Thanks, Chad. Loudest streamers are the most negative. I mean, if you're saying nice things and you're also, like, yelling them, you sound a little silly. Was a little shocked when you were the Talonavatel's Horde transformation. Finally thought you were coming to Horde. I, to be fair, did not know at the time of providing that footage that, like, I knew that the thing was, like, I knew the concept, but for whatever reason I didn't think it through, and it didn't occur to me that I would be the Horde version. Because I mean, I still would have done it, obviously. Obviously. But, it's not my truth. Teeny do a good job. I have issues with BFA, still love the game as a whole. There's not much more to it. I think that's fair. It's also a lot of energy to, like, continually be frustrated and, like, looking for doom. And if it's not doing anything for you, then... You know, if you don't like the game, you don't have to play it. And if you like it, you can enjoy it. All of the angst can be exhausting sometimes. Planning on getting kids then. I like the way you phrase it. Just like, I'm just going to get some kids. I'm just going to, like, find some somewhere and be like, yeah, no, you look okay. You can come home. The answer to that somewhat personal question, no, not planning on any children. Never have. Not for me. Does commenting on streams help financially? Not directly. I don't know of any stream where you actually, like, get paid for stream chat. But indirectly, I think an active chat helps people want to stay and hang out and join in. And anybody that's, like, staying and hanging out and watching is directly, there's an ad that plays somewhere. Views are good. Views are good. Engagement is good. It all helps. And I appreciate all of it. What am I doing? We did the Dark Shore, now we need to do the Arathi one. Something I really like about the cycle of the Warfront World Quest, which is vastly better than what they had originally with, like, the World Quest weekly quest, or the Warfront weekly quests. The World Quest version is much better. I just came from there. Am I done? No, I need to do Arathi. The thing I like about it is because they're not always up, right? Like, they're only up half the time. And sometimes you'll have to do, like, right now, as an alliance, I have to do both the Arathi and the Dark Shore dailies. And sometimes I only have to do one of them, and sometimes I don't have to do any of them. So there's a little bit of ebb and flow. There's some change there on a day-to-day basis as to which one, well, a week-to-week basis as to which ones I actually have to do. So it's, you know, it's kind of fun. Like, when I'm doing them, I look forward to all of the medals I'm getting, and then when I don't have them up anymore, then I have more time in my life to spend on other things. What capture card? I have a whatever. No, I don't have a capture card. I just use my computer. I've never had a capture card. I could probably look more into it, but I've never really understood what they do outside of, like, translating console footage into PC footage. But if it's already on the PC, I never really felt a need for a card. Am I streaming at 1440? I thought I was streaming at 1080. Hang on. File, settings, output, streaming. I'm not rescaling. Oh, no. I mean, I guess this is fine. I'll let this be a test. Am I really trying to stream in 4K? Maybe that's why my camera's freezing. No, that wouldn't do it. Oh well. My bad. Hang on. No, that can't be right. Stream video. Am I? Wow, my computer's bomb. Yeah, I'm accidentally putting out a 4K feed. I wouldn't be surprised if YouTube isn't handling that with my current bitrate and is transcoding it down to 1440. I didn't know I was doing that. I thought I was doing 1080. I'll have to put it back for next time. I'm not usually set up for it. I guess if it works, it works. My camera froze again. Oh, wait, I just haven't been moving. Sometimes I think that if the camera is on, flood it, because he likes to take naps. He's getting a little older. You know, it's been a good year, or almost a year since we got him, and he is a middle-aged fish now, and he's not quite as excitable as he was. Looking for the horrific apparition. What's it up? Have you seen the addition to the Rosticon fight? The Alliance see it, the Horde get a retelling of it. The addition to the fight. Oh, no, I don't pay attention. If there's RP going on in any kind of a raid, you can guarantee that I am not reading it and I am not listening to it. I'm sure it's cool, but I don't usually pay attention to what's going on. Made it sound like Hazel was gonna buy a white van. Hazel, on my EVE Online PvP roam pause. PvP roam pause? What is that? EVE is like this whole other world that I don't understand at the slightest, but it's really cool that it exists and has done so for so long. Millennials don't reproduce. They're an evolutionary dead end. I am definitely an evolutionary dead end. The pig bounces when it runs. Can't wait to get my hands on one. The run is super cute. Super cute. Get kids. You'll find cheap ones in January. Tuesday was also 4K? Oh. I wonder how long it's been like that. I don't remember changing that setting, but I must have. I must have. I'll have to check the stream VoD then to see if that's the higher resolution, because I'm down for better resolution as long as we can do it. Let me check my PC temperatures. Let me check my usage percentage. So right now, so I'm in the game, moving around. I'm using 60 to 70% of my GPU and 60% of my CPU. And about a third of my RAM. And then, see if I can pull up the temps while I'm streaming. This might be risky. Oh dear. I've made mistakes. Still working? Yeah. Okay, how hot are we running? 50, 50, 40, 49, 49, 49. Yeah? Okay, so what's that from? 66 is the highest. 66 Celsius is the highest temperature, and that seems to be the CPU. And everything else is okay. I'm pretty sure it can handle that just fine. Alright, cool. I'm a 4K streamer now. Can't do that on Twitch. I mean, maybe you can. I don't know. They definitely don't have the Google stuff. 1440 looks good. In the options, I can select 1440, 60. Alright, well, as long as it's working. I don't think that that's the source of my camera freezing issue, but I'd have to find out. I'll have to figure that out. Magic hair? I am not pregnant. No. It's also quite rude to ask somebody if they're pregnant. Just for future reference. Somebody might not take it very well. Looks fine. Quickly close the mistakes. You might freeze forever. I can't remember how to get in this cave. It's like over by it's by the fire elemental thing. So it's right. It's behind this guy. And then in here. And we're looking for just any ogres. Gotcha. Fire mages make your computer run hotter than frost mages. Fact. What do you think the void is cold? Or do you think the void is hot? Like if I'm hitting somebody with shadow fire, do you imagine that is warm? Or is it cool? Or is it both? You know? If you take a cup of tea and you fire a frost firebolt into it, what's your tea like at the end of that? Hello, Hazel, Sub Diamond Wolf. How are you doing? Loved hanging out with all you guys. Oh no, I was reading. I kind of saw the red flashing in my peripheral vision and was like, that's something I should probably worry about, but I have time. 1 a.m. here, so good night. Good night, Seraphim. Can't watch streams at 1440. I think that you should be just fine to downscale it in the options. That's the thing I like about YouTube, is that I can give it a really high quality video feed, and then if your computer or your internet can't handle it on your end, you should be able to downscale it to whatever you need to have it run smoothly. Void has no temperature. It just sucks everything out of you. The void is nothingness, so it is absent of heat. It is cold. That makes sense. Space is cold. The animation of the stubby body of the pig mount remind me of the bee mount from Stormsong Valley. Kinda, yeah, I see it. Sorry for killing you. No, not your fault. Not your fault. My bad. Also, I was solo tanking a rare. Like, I thought that was a good idea. Some of them are, like, way harder than others, though. That I don't understand. I guess I just need to double check their health totals. I don't know. Let's see. Get buffed back up. AoE these guys, because I still got another 10 ogres to kill. Humans interpret super cold as burning us. They're probably burning either way. That's true. It could be a burning cold. I always imagined it being kind of vaguely wet, though. You know, I feel like if you were getting hit with a mind... Well, I guess Mind Flay and Mind Blast just kind of imply headaches, really. That's all they really imply. Which was probably the original Shatterpriest class fantasy, is just somebody giving you a burning headache. What if it was sound-based? What if void attacks are based on like a high-pitched whining sound that hurts your brain directly? That would be neat. Also awful, but like, you know, that's a cool bioweapon if you're into that kind of thing. Reckon the void's really cool. Want a tank? I'm good. I'm set. I should be done this pretty quick. In space, you wouldn't instantly freeze. Heat in your body would radiate out of you. You'd stay warm. You would suffocate before you froze. That's terrifying. I mean, it's probably good news, but it still sounds really scary. I just finished reading The Martian again. I love that book. I wish it lasted a little longer after the end of it. Like, I feel like the main plot wraps up and then the book just like ends like right away. I would like a little bit more time to spend, you know, accepting the end of the book. 120s we can solo, 122s. That's well. Oh! That's a good point. I should, what do I need? Oh, I need to kill some elementals. I should get my unit, no, not unit frames. Yeah, unit frames. I should get shattered unit frames to tell me, would you go home? Thank you. I should get shattered unit frames to tell me what level things are. Not a bad idea. I have like their health total, but the problem is that if somebody is an elite, the rare elite text overwrites where their health would be. Although there's an extra spot on the right-hand side of their power bar. So let me get it. So shattered unit frames. And then target. Text. Power bar. Right text. And we're going to have level. Somewhere. There we go. Okay. So I can see that that's a 121 and that's a 120. And then that big guy over there is 121. Any of the sub 500k rares can be soloed. The 2 million rares can be handled by tanking classes. The rares in the invasions I've found do very little, like they have a ton of health. I don't know exactly how much because again, once it's a rare elite, I don't see their health total anymore. They have a ton of health, but they don't do that much damage, and I find I can solo them, I'm just going to be there for, like, ages. Ages. So cold it burns, like dry ice. Frost freezes you solid, fire burns you, but void would be like space. The Martian was good, even the movie wasn't bad. I saw the movie once, and I think I need to watch it again, now that I've, like, just finished rereading the book. Pallies can solo anything. There's a couple classes that are like that have just that really good self-sustain. Shadow Priest. Not the worst. I bet there's classes that are worse at soloing things than Shadow Priests, but we're definitely not the best. You've got a good amount of self-healing. Like, if you rotate your Dispersion and your Vampiric Embrace, and you're keeping your Vampiric Touch on stuff, and as needed, you spam Power Word Shield on cooldown, and then stop to spam Shadow Bend once in a while, you can keep yourself up against some stuff. Not everything, but some good stuff. Hey Hazel, hey Fish, late to the stream. Welcome. Happy Friday. You guys got anything cool happening this weekend? I'm actually leaving my apartment. Not forever or anything, just like going outside. Tonight we've got some friends that are hosting a thing. So I'm going to a thing. I'm very excited to show off my new hair. It's like one of those things where you just really want to show people. Anyone know where the Lunar Festival is? Yeah, so Moonglade. And then that square platform that is, so let's see, Moonglade. So there's a square platform like right, what is it, here-ish? There are 2 vendors there. One of them has the quest. And then to the right, there's a second vendor. If the vendor that you're looking at does not have the toys, you want the vendor to their right. I think everyone got off work. Druid's Moonglade right off the arrival point. Soling as an arms warrior is nice. Die by the sword and burst. This weekend I am doing nothing. Last weekend I had a writer's weekend with my best friend. What's a writer's weekend? Do you like have someone over for a few days and then just like schedule big blocks of time to write and then read each other's work? Do you go places that are inspirational and then like find a cool place to sit down and work on something? How does that work? I've never heard of that. What am I doing? We're looking for Moloch. Blood DK can beat Shadow Priest. No, I would absolutely... Aren't Blood DKs the thing that people usually take if they're doing one of those crazy, like, I soloed this current content on Mythic 19 with just my Blood DK. Usually it's Blood DK. Super Bowl is on one channel that cable doesn't provide. Is the Super Bowl soon? When is that? Is there a reason for me to care? I think I watch the commercials sometimes. We went to an Airbnb and did nothing but write together. The place we were at had horses and chickens and peacocks. That's cool. That's like a neat trip that doesn't have to be a big trip. I guess it could be a trip if you're staying in an Airbnb. You could do it anywhere, but it's kind of neat. Mightily tempted by the flying pig mount. He is a good boy. He is a good stone pig boy. Kind of looks like a statue that just decided, you know what? I'm magic. I'm coming to life, and you can ride me. Hop on. There we go. Look at his apron. He's in such appropriate garb for his job. Don't like the sound of a writer's weekend. Sounds like it can get dark and personal. I would imagine it depends on what kind of stuff you're writing. Maybe. Hair looks nice today. Thank you. Trying to look up all these superb owl memes. I play a mage and cringe when I'm doing an island with other squishies, but if there's a Death Knight or Demon Hunter, islands with me always go either real well or awful, and it depends on who I'm with, because I can do really crazy, well, I'm a Shadow Priest, so it's not any of my virtue, but Shadow Priest can do really crazy AoE burst, but people, it really needs to be like grouped up. And it's best if I'm not tanking. I can tanks, kind of, but that really slows it down a lot because I have to be then worrying about Vampiric Embrace and all fear things to get them off me and heal up, and it takes forever. So if somebody can pull things up and just like AoE down huge groups without dying, that's really the best thing I can do. They gave us a stone pig. I now await a stone gargoyle mount. If you did the Demon Hunter class mount in stone, that would be a neat start for a gargoyle mount. Like, that would be a good starting point. When those first got data mined, I was convinced that those, and maybe they added some for something else. I don't know if there's a version of it that I can show in my journal. You know what I'm talking about? Did they ever add one that wasn't Demon Hunter specific? Oh my gosh, I didn't know about the hyena. Hang on, I'm just scrolling through. I need that! Ugh. I don't know what I was doing before this, and I don't care. Look at him. He's adorable. Look at he's so fluffy. I love hyenas in the game. Probably not in real life. Never met one. I imagine they smell bad. Oh, what's in your pocket? He's got extra bones. He's got a little bone pouch. So that if he wants to gnaw and he's not home, he can gnaw away from home. Oh gosh, that's a vicious mount. I need to PvP. It's time. It's time. Oh, comma's up. But yeah, I thought for sure that the, those, I don't even know what they're called, like fell beasts or whatever, were going to be gladiator mounts. BM Hunter on Islands is pretty good. There's one in Argus. Yeah, I could have sworn there was. Do you remember what it's called? Hang on. I'm going to go clicking through mounts. I'm going to find something else that I just need. Also, there's so many things from Legion I never got. Ugh. Ooh. Oh, that's a Nazmir one. I'm really excited about the world drop mounts in BFA, but I don't have any of them yet. One of these days I'll need to do a stream for that. That's Mythic Gul'dan. Missing some Cloud Serpents. Missing some good Frog Boys. Gmod is still stuck up there. Why? Why haven't they fixed that yet? No, 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 no. The rare spawns in North Macquarie. This thing? That's not the thing I'm talking about. I'm talking about the flying, it's like a bat, but it's furry. I don't know. Anyways, okay, so I am done with my invasion. I am done with my Arathi and Dark Shore World quest. That only took 1 hour and 20 minutes. You know, time flies when you're chatting with friends. I need only like 75 more and then I can get my Moon Saber. So soon. Soon. I'll call it my Soon Saber. Alright, what are we doing? We need... Oh, you know why? Why am I flying away? I need more metals. So I have... What is it? None. Can I scrap together another 25 or should I just like get an all? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I already did most of those. And Northrend has 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. I can get at least another 10. I could probably get 25 if I like really scraped, but I don't want to go into the dungeons for any of them. No, not the Entorn Gloomhounds. The furry bat mount is a star mount. Not the actual bat, though. Man, hang on. I will figure this out. Hang on. Demon Hunter... I googled Demon Hunter class mount, and there's like an image that's like, buy Demon Hunter class mount boost. What do you mean? Slayer's Fellbroken Shrieker. I could have sworn, and maybe I'm wrong, but I could have sworn that they added another one that used that kind of model that was a different color. Yeah, I don't know. Bat from Burning a Teldrassil, the BFA incursion quests. It's not like an actual bat, though. It's kind of like an Entorn Fellhound mixed with... Maybe it is like a Fellhound. Maybe I'm dumb. Hang on. Let me get back on a Fellhound real quick. Or in Charhound. Was it this? It was like a furrier version. I don't think it was this. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. It had like a different face on it. Maybe there was no fur. Maybe I'm making this up. Maybe I just dreamed about a weird mount and now I don't know what I'm talking about. Entirely possible. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Not the Armored Bloodwing. No, it wasn't an actual bat. It had like the 4 legs like this thing does. Now we've talked about it. Do you plan on staying on YouTube? Twitch seems really good. I don't know. Every time somebody asks me, I get more upset about it because I don't know. People want me to stay. People want me to go. There's good things here. There's good things there. I can't make decisions. I don't even know what I want for lunch. When are they adding Pathfinder Part 2? I don't know. Did they say it was 8.2? I hope so. I think so, but I'm not 100%. The only one I can think of that is not Demon Hunter specific is the Horde pre-BFA mount. Like we got... So the Armored Hippo for us is a Vicious mount. Our pre-BFA mount was the Seabraid... Oh no, I'm thinking of Collector's Edition mounts. Wait, Armored Hippo. Well, now I'm confused. This game has finally officially gotten too big for me to keep up with. I used to have a pretty good handle back in Mop and Warlords and of like what was going on in terms of mounts and pets and stuff like that. And I'm officially behind. Like halfway through Legion, I started to lose my grip and now I just don't know. People will be like, man, did you get this secret pet that you can pull out of a well with a bunny? And I have no idea. Like, I just never knew. There's so much news going on that you just miss stuff. Plague Bat? Hang on. Undercity Plague Bat. Yes! That thing. Yes! You got it. Okay. I apologize if you guys were suggesting that before and I was confusing it with a different bat and I said no. That is what I'm thinking of. So there were different colors of that, but with like armor on it. And I thought it was going to be the gladiator mounts. And that's the whole story. That's the end of it. I didn't have anything else that was interesting to say about it. Love the mermaid hair. Wouldn't mermaid hair be more green? I feel like this is, I mean, not Not to get pedantic about what kind of hair it is. Thank you. I like it quite a lot. What do you think about WoW Homes IRL, like a Blood Elf structure-inspired home? Would have some kind of copyright thing? I think you'd have less to worry about in terms of copyright, because it's like a personal use thing, and more to worry about in terms of goodness gracious custom structures would be expensive. Like, I mean, there may be legal issues depending on, like, maybe there's, like, I'm not a lawyer, maybe there's legal issues with it, but I feel like it's more a question of how difficult and expensive it would be to do. It would be cool though. Should try it at Twitch for a month or so and see how it goes. It's just so incredibly disruptive to people that are already built up here for me to just like switch for a while. Like, people are paying their monthly memberships. And you guys have like, we've got like the emotes and the chat stuff, and like to just switch for a month and then switch back. Even if I decided to come back, I'm sure we would lose people, and I just don't want to make things harder than they have to be. Burning a Teldrassil Mount in the Horde. Hello chat. Hey, how are you doing? 3 pet charm quests up if anyone needs a quick 45. I did 2 of, no, I did 1 of them. I was gonna do the second one, then I forgot. I'm up to 2,000, like almost 2,500. I'm trying to, for whatever reason, I don't know why I'm doing this really, but I'm trying to get enough to buy all of the rest of the vendor pets. I haven't even unlocked all the rest of the vendor pets. It's on my list of videos to do. I was hoping to do it this week, but I ran out of time. And then next week is going to be rough because I have some kind of gnarly dental work on Monday that I have a bad feeling is going to put me under for the rest of the day. Like, not asleep, but not really in recording shape. So I might be slow yesterday. Pig announcement video. Yeah. I mean, WoW, like, the World of Warcraft official YouTube channel has been getting dislike bombed on everything for ages just because the faction online that is really upset and is, like, upset as a hobby about this stuff, they really like dislike bombing. It kind of happened with the YouTube Rewind video this year, where there's valid criticisms to be made of that video, but people were acting like it killed their mother. And they were gleefully disliking it just because it was a fun thing at that point. There's nothing wrong with the pig mount that isn't also wrong with every other shot mount they've ever done. Now it's just a popular time to be hating on Blizzard. I had 2 separate people hate on my fox. You should dye your hair to peacock colors. I bought the pig because I like pigs. I didn't buy the fox because there's already foxes in the game. I probably will get the fox at some point. Where am I going? This way. If you like pigs, though, it's a good day for you. Sometimes it's better to not try and fix what's not broken. If it breaks, though, that's kind of the thing, I think, is what's going to happen is I'm going to keep streaming, and then eventually I'll have some odd issue with YouTube, and then I'll switch. I don't know. The official plan is that if I can ever find some extra time, which has never happened to me, but if I ever find extra time, hey, look, it's a big friend. I can, oh, it's gone. If I ever find some extra time, I can do some Twitch evening streams. A lot of stuff to set up, though. Going to the dentist is exhausting if they sedate you. I think there's going to be some anesthetic involved, and it's also going to hurt once the anesthetic wears off. Hello, Hazel. How are you doing? I love your hair. Thanks, Derek. I'm doing real good. I'm having an excellent day. You're more diligent about farming 7th Legion medals than me. I only have 480 medals. The thing that really made the difference for me was setting reminders for the invasions. I check Wowhead to see when the upcoming ones are, and then I literally enter them manually into my phone so that my watch pings me whenever there's an invasion up, and I will go do it. And they last for 7 hours, so you can kind of try and almost all of them I can find a time when I'm awake. If they spawn at midnight or 1 a.m., I usually can't make it because I'm not up early enough. And as much as I enjoy service medals, I'm not going to wake up like before my normal time to get 5 more medals. But it's 5 medals and some rep. That's the thing, is it's a little more valuable than that. Love the hair. How much longer will we be streaming tonight? Thanks, Danny. I'm going for another half hour. Half hour. Never got the invitation for the Fox during Legion. Me neither. Join the left out of the Fox Club. I could have probably tried harder. And you can still get it. You can still farm that stuff. It's just, It's now for me at least, it's now fallen down to the ranks of things that, because I didn't do them during Legion, I'll do them after I run out of BFA stuff, and I am so far behind running out of BFA stuff to do. It's not about to happen. Fox is super fun to ride. The flying one or the ground one? I really like the the Vulpine. Oh no, what is it called? I like the Lothian Prowler the best. That, like, the classic colors. That's the one I really want. That's the Suramar one. That one would also be good. That's cool, but it's like a different thing. I really like the classic fox. I have a Worgen BM Hunter with 2 fox pets. Usually run around with Shadow as my battle pet. I really couldn't pass up the fox mount. Are you being confused with the Horde mount from War of Thorns? Probably. I think that's the one. The Undercity Plague Bet was the one I was thinking of. Got the fox 3 months into BFA. I love the wings on the pig. I love that they're not huge, right? Like, a lot of times on shot mounts, they'll give them, if they're going to give them, like, spectral wings, they'll give them huge wings. And they just gave him, like, he's a little stubby pig boy, and they gave him a little stubby, I mean, I don't know. They gave him little stubby wings. And it's perfect. It matches delightfully. That's great. All right, there we got that one. I'm probably just going to grab 10 on this character, so we're up to 6. I just need to find 4 more. There's one down in the Blasted Land, so I'm probably going to port for Stormwind. Let me use my teleport cloak and try and remember to put my cloak back on after. It's the best way to find out what my pets are worth. TSM. If you want to have it just, like, in the game, like, real quick. With TSM installed and set up with the TSM desktop app, like, I could go over my pet journal and I could take my, let's see, Scuttle, let's say, and put him in a cage. Just for a second, don't worry. And I can now mouse over him, and I can see that on my server, he's going for 4,000 gold, market value is about 5,000, region market value is about 5,000. And that's because TSM is talking to the desktop app, which has up-to-date price databases for your server's auction house. So that's what you get. It is not a light add-on. It is definitely probably one of the heavier ones and the bigger ones out there, but it will do that. And as far as I know, it's the only one that's going to have current prices in tooltips. The Blue Fox is my sports car in town. I like that. You guys ride different mounts in different places? I feel like I have to pick out usually at least 2, so I have like a ground mount for getting around BFA zones, and then when it's I probably have to go talk to the person, right? When it's like I'm going to a Rathiar Darkshore, then I get to use the flying mounts. Love how positive you are. Thanks for streaming and having a good outlook on WoW. You can sell your pets in other servers to sell them for more, that's true. This tea is cold, but I don't hate it. It kind of works as an iced tea. It's like a black tea, but it's rose flavored, and there's rose petals in it. And I was having the best time earlier this afternoon because I'm just still kind of a little bit in love with my new hair dye. So I was like feeling flowery and drinking the flowery tea. And then I steeped it a second time. It's a little less flowery, and it's also kind of cold now, but it's still good. It still works. Different mounts for different places, and then also have different mounts for different tunes. Keep a flying and a ground mount on my bar. Based on my Mog. I should do that more. Like, I usually on my priest, like, I'll just have a couple purple ones. Like, I've got my Corrupted Firehawk over here. And then sometimes I'll decide I want to see my spider again and I'll pull it out. But setting it up to the Mog, I think, makes a lot of sense. And I haven't done that yet. How are my fish doing? Well, while we're making our way over there, how are the fish doing? Are they frolicking? Are they flirting? You'll see them when they're flirting with each other, because they'll go in, like pairs of them will go into that big moss clump and they wriggle. And they'll kind of be like parallel to each other, and then one of them curves around the other one. And they've been kind of doing it all day. But they're very, it's frustrating to like watch them. One of them's going in. It's frustrating to watch them because they all, like, they flirt, they're here and there, and they can't decide. They can't make up their minds. I flew right past it. I was too busy looking at the fish. The only reason I made my fire mage was to ride my Ashes of Alar. That's dedication. I've heard of people picking up mounts to match their characters. I have never heard of somebody picking out their character to match a mount. Matches surprisingly well. The Paladin class mount along with the Wormbane armor. Water Strider, Yak, and Flying Mount to my bar. All my good grand mounts on random. I wish that they would let you upgrade a mount to be a water... Like, what if they added a quest line? Just theoretical. What if they added a quest line that let you upgrade any mount that you want to be a water walking mount, but it's a really in-depth and involved and expensive quest line. Like, to throw a big gold sink cost on it, make it take a long time, make you have to go to weird places and do weird stuff with Nat Peggle probably, and then, but it can be any mount that you want. And then you can choose your own, like your favorite ground mount, any mount that you want, to be your water walking mount. So you just don't have just like legions of people on their striders, but there's also like some choice there. Then you have to sit down and take a hard look inside your heart and be like, wow, which one of these do I actually like enough to want to do water walking? And it would be repeatable. You would be able to do it again if you wanted to, but you would have to spend the time and the gold all over again in order to enable another mount. I wonder if people would be upset about that, if they would think that it's like, do you think people would get mad if they think, oh man, if I'm gonna, like, do people think, what am I trying to say? Do you think that people would feel obligated to grind out their and upgrade their whole collection? Maybe you would want to cap it to one mount per character. I don't know. Anyways. Frame change? Oh, yeah. Dude, the Lucid Nightmare mount just for my new Nightborn. It's a good match. After you have the Strider mount first. Yeah. Do weird stuff. Weird stuff with Nat Peggle. Where am I going? Dalaran. The frogs should be water walking. I mean, people had a pretty... Hang on. Camera. Oh no, my camera's frozen. I was winking at it. I was doing a very cheesy wink. Hang on. I can fix this. It's a shame it couldn't have frozen mid-cheesy wink. That would have been better. Oh boy. Hashtag frogs need water walking. Yeah, I was saying people had a pretty good argument that when they came out with a boat... Oh no, it's frozen again. Why are you doing that? It doesn't do this when I'm recording, so maybe it is because of my, maybe it is because of my, accidentally 1440 stream. And then here. There we go. Duck face Hazel. Ah, yes, the most flattering expression of all. Mentioning Nat Peggle locked the cam. Do you think he's onto me? Do you think he has like an auditory Google alert set up so he just knows when people are talking smack about him? Paying 4K per tune for alt spec and now it's practically free. For what? Oh, the epic flying? A rat mount would be cool. We have a rat mount. I mean, I don't have it. Oh, people would scream time getting. There's, I mean, I guess so. If it was just too easy to get, then people would just be like, wow, now I have 400 mounts and I have to do this 15-minute quest on all of them. And if it was just like automatic, then it would just be like pandemonium. And I guess it would be pandemonium anyway if everybody has like a different mount that can water walk, but like, I don't know. It would mean more to me if I put some effort into it. Yeah, they added the rat mount in Legion. It's the one that you get from the Dalaran sewers thing. It's just another one on that list of mounts that I definitely did not get back when they were new in Legion. What was I doing for all of Legion? Was I busy? Did I use my time effectively? Because I feel like the expansion ended and I wasn't ready yet. Blizzard didn't want us to keep water walking in the first place. Yeah, but like now that pun intended ship has sailed, I feel like there's a better way to do it than just mandating the water strider. And also, you know, the water strider is a cool look, but it'd be nice to be able to use more things. You could also, like, if you wanted to, you could limit the amounts that you were able to unlock water walking on to ones where it would make some sense. Maybe. I don't know. I mean, shamans can water walk wherever they want. They just cast water walking. Maybe they're just trying to not step on shaman toes. Maybe that's what this is all about. Okay. Do I have 10 yet? No, I need one more, and then I can go get another dragon middle toy. Frozen in awe of the new hair. I don't know why it's freezing. It looks like the pet camera's fine. The fish is still fishing around. I'd like to unlock it per character. DK and Shaman remain the exclusive non-mounted water walking. I just ride my dark water skate and never farmed the Strider. It's so much faster, though, to be on top of the water. Oh, a recolored Ratman for Chinese New Year. I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going with the with a new Chinese New Year mount for every year. We've had 2 years in a row now, and they're really leaning into their China markets. I wouldn't be surprised if we keep getting them. What would druids have? For what? The ship definitely should have water walking. Yeah, no, the Red Strider was Warlords. Did the Warlock horse ever water walk? Okay, so there's one over Elder up here. I think the next character that I'm going to grab coins on should be an alt so that I can get some experience on it. Maybe I'll get a few more on my mage. Maybe not. The mage already got like 25, I think, for one of them. Yeah. Alright, so let's head back to... If I can go back to Stormwind. No, my cloak is up. We can go Garrison to Stormwind, because I can go from Stormwind to Moonglade with my invitation. Oh, it used to water walk with a glyph. Interesting. It gives some XP. It's like not quite a full quest worth, but I think 2 or maybe 3 of them at most are equivalent to a quest. And if you're going out to farm 25 of them to buy a toy, or 50 of them for a pair of toys, then it's not nothing. It's not amazing. It's not like power leveling, but it's pretty good. Man, that's getting worse, isn't it? I was so excited to have it all fixed up and working, you know? I concur, Legion should have gone on another 3 months. I mean, the last raid of Legion had definitely been out for long enough. I've already blocked its name out of my mind. What was the last raid of Legion? Was it Antorus? Was there a raid after Antorus? Legion. I don't remember which one was first between Tomb of Sargeras and Antorus. Antorus was last because we fought Argus. That's right. That's right. And then he got mad, or Sargeras got mad. Somebody stabbed the world. Yada yada yada. And now we're here. I mean, that raid was out for too long, but I feel like if there had been a filler end of expansion raid, you could have squeezed another 3 months or so. And then it would have been, they would have had more time to finish some of the things that were a little unfinished with BFA on launch. Legion was an amazing expansion, for sure could have gone on for 2 more months. People were also, at the end of the expansion, there was like that great rush for everybody to do their, what do you call it? Mage Tower stuff. Like, people were staying busy. Haven't done collecting coins for a while. I have already done the achievement for the world events. I don't feel motivated to get the pets and toys. The specific thing that's motivating me to get the toys, it's not the toys themselves. Like, the dragon costume toys I almost never use. When they first came out, I got the dragon head and was like, well, if I ever need to be part of a dragon, I guess I have to be the head because I don't have the other 2. And, but the reason I want them now is because I want Brutus. I want the toy box 400 toy reward for Brutus, and I'm 24 toys away. That's not that many, you know. 7 new toys when I only need that like 20, 25 or so. It's pretty good. So I'm gonna grab another middle, and we'll learn that. And then find an alt. Also, the Hearthstone toy is like my new favorite Hearthstone. The Greatfather Winter one is pretty nice, but like this with the sparkles and the fireworks is just... 2022 is Year of the Tiger. Oh, when does Year of the Monkey come back around? I am a Year of the Monkey baby. And I would like to ride my giant hosen. I would like it to carry me into battle. Okay, let's find another character and see. I get a start. Probably won't be able to get 25 in the last 15 minutes. I don't think I'm that good. I made a mage alt so I could do the mage tower, but I never found the towers for the other classes. Bummer. Which character do I want to ride? These two apparently need more experience. I'll take my Void Elf. We can have some Void Elf reunion now that my hair matches hers. Monkey. It's another 11 years? 11 years for the monkey? I'm gonna be 37. Do you think I'll still be making YouTube videos when I'm 37? I might be. Maybe I'll have given up on YouTube, but I'll just be streaming. And I'll just be here still playing WoW. You know, WoW expansion number... Oh, gosh. Add another... What are they? Every 2 years? So yeah, add another like 6 of them. Another 6 WoW expansions from now. You know, when you say like 6 WoW expansions, that makes it seem not so bad. Like, I've already been playing 10 years. If I'm halfway through my WoW career, I could very well be 37. And still continuing to play WoW later on. Can't wait till the Black City comes to BFA. 2028. Oh, 2016 was Monkey. Oh, man. So, like, the 1 year before... And I guess 2018 was the dog. So that was the first time they did the themed animal mount. 2028? Since we're on the topic, do you think you'd still be a content creator if WoW were to shut down? What game would you switch to? If WoW ever, like, shut down and I needed to hard switch, I would probably try whatever Blizzard has out next, but I would also diversify to different games. I would probably cover different games and do, like, beginner guides for other games that I get into. And, I didn't mean to come here and kill Bloodlord Mandakir, but I guess that's what we're doing. It's like when you drive somewhere, not that I know because I don't drive, but it's like when you drive somewhere and you get there and you realize you don't remember driving. I don't remember flying into this dungeon. 2023 is Rabbit. Is that the year? Is that it? Only 4 more years for my Rabbit mount? I have to still play WoW until then. In 2028, you'll be still deciding if you should stream on Twitch or not. Oh, man. And you guys will still be waiting for the second wave of Hazel merch. I'll be like, you know what? I gave you Squirrel Squad shirts. It was only 7 years ago. What else do you want? What else have I been putting off? You'll be still waiting for the Haruma Red X collab. I'll still have it. I'll have, like, carefully ported the files from hard drive to hard drive as I replace, like, 4 computers. But I still wouldn't put it out yet. Yeah, Brutus is 400. I only started playing WoW at 49. I know lots and lots of people that play WoW of a variety of age ranges, but what I haven't seen as much is I don't know of any older YouTubers and streamers. That would be an interesting... I mean, I know Mardian was a YouTuber. He still is, I'm sure. And he was a bit older. I don't know how old. Is my camera frozen again? But aside from that, I don't know too many that are like in their 40s or 50s. I'm sure some of them are in their 30s. That's like average age for WoW now. Alright, well, I mean, at least my game's not frozen. I look really mad. Why do I look so mad? Is it warm? It's not warm. The camera's fine. Maybe this will be my excuse to replace the... No, even if I replace my vlogging camera, I wasn't going to replace the stream camera. I like this one because it's small. Okay, so having done that unexpected detour, that's not where I was going. I want to... Let's just start at Stormwind. Let's just go back to Stormwind. Swifty is older? That's true. That's a good point. Is there a year of the otter? I don't think so, but I'm not 100%. Arcanist Mana Saber. Arcanist Mana Saber. Was that the Stormount one? One of them was Stormount. Arcanist. No, that's Fate of the Nightborn. That is from... What is that from? I have it, so I must have done something. Was that the end of the Suramar questline? Was that the end of Balance of Power? I don't remember. I will be in my retire home for now while you're still deciding. I'm an old man. I hate everything but WoW and Matlock. I don't know what Matlock is. You don't look mad. You look thoughtful. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Stormwind. Yeah, Mystic Runesaber. That's the Stormwind mount that I was thinking of. Yeah. So no, it's not unlocking Nightborn. There's like a Nightborn Runesaber that is the Horde Nightborn one. The Mystic Runesaber is the Storm mount. The Arcanist Mana Saber is the one that she's talking about. That's this one. And that was from some kind of Suramar content. Or quest line. And it was a big one. And I don't remember what it was. Did I just oh no, I have it equipped on this character. That may be what started up. So sad, no, you're the otter. You don't know Matlock because you're a youngin'? Now I feel old? Well, now I feel like I have to Google it. How Too Young Am I? It's an American television show. The final episode was in 1995. I would be a little young for that. I was born in 92, so I would have been a teeny tiny little thing. Get off my lawn, yo whippersnapper. Is there an add-on or a weak ore that you recommend for farming the Elder Coins? I just like having them on my map, so you can get candy buckets or you can get Handy Notes Lunar Festival. Either one, doesn't matter. Both of them would do the trick just fine. So I should probably grab my invitation so I can port back there from here. So we need 2 of these, 8 of these, and then you fire those off. That's what you get after you finish all the Suramar quest lines. And with defeating Elisan in the raid. That sounds right. There was like an extra quest line at the end of it. There's a new Matlock. You should use TomTom. I don't like TomTom. I don't have a legitimate complaint against it. The arrow just stresses me out. I don't like the arrow. I've never liked the arrow. I'm sure it's valuable and makes sense, but for whatever reason, I've just never done it. Hazel Streaming is the add-on I use for farming coins. I can just imagine you just like following me around based on where I am on stream, and then I keep getting distracted by chat and flying right past the coin, and you just go right past the coin too. It would be a deeply inefficient way of farming them. Matlock, apparently a TV show from the late 80s, early 90s. You don't have to have the arrow? Well, then what would it do? What's it gonna do if I don't have the arrow? I already have map coords, and I already have them on my map. If they're on my world map and my mini map, what else do I need? Unless it's going to tell me in my heart. Ooh, or like blink colors, like archaeology. Just like have my screen slowly tinge the right color as I like zero in on the right location. You lack direction. That's true. That's true in a variety of ways. 340k down the drain, but now I have a piggy. That was not down the drain. That was, you know, think of him as your piggy bank, and you have made his required contribution, and now he will honor you with his good luck for the rest of your WoW life. Put an arrow on the mini map. Yeah, that would be better. Now I just don't want it because I'm stubborn, though. There was one add-on, and I don't remember which one exactly. What was it? Maybe it was coordinates. I was so stubborn about not getting coordinates. I refused. I would look at Wowhead comments that had coordinates in them, like big lists of them, and I would be like, this looks like work. It looks boring and not fun, and I don't want it, and I refused. So I would only get directions by people being like, go to the, underneath the curve of the G in the Raging Chasm text on your map, and I would just like navigate like that if somebody had left a comment like that. And I just refused to figure out coordinates because I I don't know. I didn't want them. And then one day, after like years of that, I finally broke and changed my mind. And it's not that bad, you know. It's not as hard as it sounds. Arcanist is by finishing the quest line, having Gul'dan. Here you am being too stubborn to add things. After a certain point of you having, like, insisted that you don't want something, there's a certain point where you're in too deep to change your mind, right? Titan panel had it before, took me a while to get it. Hazel is a very stubborn child. This is true. I'm also, spiteful, and I hold grudges. It's not a very good character trait. I don't get mad really, but if I'm not, if I feel like I have been wronged, I won't like talk about it because I'm not out here to like ruin reputations, but I also cut people off pretty hard. It's not very healthy and it's not good for my relationships, but I do hold grudges. I don't really get over things. Can't change your mind because you'll lose face. Totally understand. Okay, so there's one here. How many are we at now? We got 3 and 4. I still need so many. Because I kind of want to get the rest of the, my dilemma is that I want the rest of the flower crowns. There's like 75 coins worth of flower crowns I don't have. But I can only transmog them during the holiday. So if I was going to wear them, then what I should do is get them first, farm 75, get the flower crowns, and then mog them and then wear them while I get the rest of my coins. But I'm not convinced that I'm going to farm enough coins to get everything, because if we look into my toy box, I still need like, let's see, 25, 50, 75, 110. I still need 110 coins outside of the other ones. And it takes a lot of time. And I can't quite, like, I've been trying to Netflix and coin farm, like I said in my video, but all of the good Netflix shows have subtitles, and I can't subtitle in coin farm very well. Only child? No, not an only child at all. Scissors? What about scissors? I know this is unpopular as an opinion, but I actually like that holiday cosmetics are limited to the holiday. It's kind of like how in real life, I will decorate for Christmas and get real excited about it. But if I just left my Christmas tree up all year round, it wouldn't be special anymore. It would just be dusty. And I wouldn't be excited about it. Like, part of the magic of the holiday and part of the magic of the holiday decorations is that they are exclusive to that time. So if I'm seeing those decorations, that means that it is that time. Like, the garrison holiday decorations are not tied to the events in any way. And that means that my garrison all year round has like spiders and also Christmas ornaments everywhere, and it doesn't feel holiday-ish, it just feels like a mess. So the fact that I can only wear this holiday stuff during the holiday kind of makes me feel like I'm decorating for the holiday, like I'm dressing up, and if you see those things around, that means that that's the holiday happening. I like that. I think it adds to the feel, I think it adds to the lunar festival spirit, but that's just me. There are some really pretty things. I would be down to have like other cosmetic items similar, like flower crowns. I would be down for more flower crowns, just because that doesn't even seem like a particularly lunar festival thing. But like the Santa stuff, yeah. Oh, for cutting people off. That does make sense. I would wear the anniversary goggles. I've ignored this holiday for years, but after some work, I'm down to only needing 125 more coins. What do you do while you're farming them? Aside from watch the most fabulous stream on YouTube. And also the only stream on YouTube. I'm sure there are other YouTube streams. There must be. Whenever I look on like the YouTube gaming page, it's always like there's a Fortnite stream and there's a Minecraft stream. And it's all I can find. I'm probably doing it wrong. Arctic Fox is amazing. I used it when my hair was orange and it was almost too vibrant. This time I think I'm like 80% sure that the stylist that did my hair used Pulp Riot dyes. I think this is Pulp Riot colors. I'm like 95% sure. I'm upgrading my percentage. I'm like 95% sure. All right, we're going to ride the boat. And every time I ride this boat specifically, the Booty Beta Ratchet boat, I must always, let's RP walk in. Every single time I come in, I sit down right here and I buy myself a cherry grog. Although I have to be a high enough level to, hang on. Excuse me. Wrong vendor. That one won't sell me a drink. I would like your finest cherry grog. Thank you. Go back to my seat. I'm kind of clipping through it, but that's okay. Also, this is actually how I sit at like a table. I get like the table into my ribs. My desk is the same way. I don't know why. I just don't like sitting too far back from it. Drink my grog. Get a little tipsy. It's the only way to take the boat ride. It's the only way to do it. I want the sparkle glasses all the time. I actually got to grab an early night. Watch you. So dog snoring on the end of the bed. Pet your dog for me. Did Hazel just do a hair flip? Only while the dye is fresh. I'm feeling extra fabulous. Also, I'm not very good at it. I'm kind of clipping myself with my nails. How are you, Hazel? I'm good. I'm having an excellent day. Dalaran streams on YouTube. You're not the only WoW streamer on here? Okay. I'll have to look into that. How do his streams go? What does he do on stream? I have another YouTube group I watch that are gamers. They just started streaming again, so you aren't alone, but there isn't a ton. Do you remember when boat rides could kill you and they had to add a captain placeholder? Yes, actually. I remember the captain placeholder very vividly. I think I had blocked out that the rides used to kill you. I couldn't remember why they added the captain placeholder, but I remember that. I don't RP walk around enough. It's such a nice animation, especially with the VoD up. Like that walk is so. I think it's because I have like those big hip plates on, so her hips are like super emphasized. So you know she's going somewhere. She's got places to be, and she is in no hurry. Also, she's being followed by a spider. Oh yeah, I got the Red Ridge Tarantula. Fun fact: if you don't have that pet, in 8.1 they added a knoll, and it spawns in Red Ridge Mountains. And it spawns like right here-ish. I'm pretty sure. Look it up before you go. But it spawns right around there. It's got like a 10-minute respawn or whatever, so it doesn't take very long to come back. 100% drop rate on the pet, and it scales to your level. So you can do it as a low level, you can do it as a high level, but it's a big spider, and you kill it and it drops you a little spider. And that's neat. You can go do that. I would make a video, but I feel like I just did. That's pretty much all there is to it. It's 5 1v1 PvP streams. Oh, okay. How does one RP walk? There's a keybind for it. I don't remember what the default keybind is, but if you go into keybindings movement, it's called toggle run walk. I rebound mine to Alt-Cs because I use it all the time, but I didn't want it to be something you accidentally hit. I have in the past accidentally activated RP walk. Like I used to have it on a keybind that was like too close to something that I used for PvP. And I would be doing arena and I would be like, man, I can't kite these people. I'm just not going fast enough. DKs are too fast. Nerf rogues or something. I don't know. And then I discovered that throughout the fight, like I found out when I went back and watched my VoD, because I record my arena games so I can review them later. And I found out that I had been turning RP walk on and off mid-fight. So I'm just like strolling around the pillar, getting absolutely wrecked. Alright, I'm gonna be real careful at the crossroads because I'm gonna skip the crossroads. I'm gonna skip Razor Hill because I die on those ones. I die on those. You get shot and then you die. If YouTube added a hosting feature, I don't know what YouTube streams need to get the community feeling of it, because that's the big thing that's missing. Technically, they're there as far as I'm concerned. I think that just from a technical standpoint of how everything works, it just works better on YouTube. But Twitch has the community features. Good night, Hazel. It's 2 a.m. now in Luxembourg. Okay, we'll grab one more coin over here. It's gonna get us to like 7. I wish the lucky red envelopes had gold in them. That would be nice. I would accept some gold. Wouldn't that be more on theme? I did that during raid one time. Zekvoz was hard. That would be a fun raid challenge. Like at the end of the tier, I would be a horrible guild leader, and this is why. At the end of the tier, if you had the raid on farm, we were like, all right, we're going to clear it, but we're going to clear this with everybody RP walking. And I think that would just be really funny to watch. It would make a good video. You'd have to be able to convince 9 other people to do it and also be geared enough and good enough at the fight. Because I imagine you would want to pre-move for stuff. Like fights with a lot of movement, you would need to know where you're going and then get there early, or leave so that you can get there, leave early so you can get there on time. But man, that would be really fun. So, I am finished for the day. Thank you guys very much for watching. I have a vlog that is actually out before the stream. Fancy that. So you can check that out if you haven't seen it yet. I look forward to seeing you guys next week. Tuesday morning will be the Met Run stream. I should be sufficiently recovered by then to stream. Thank you all for the very kind words, and wish my fish good luck with their fish flirting. Are they gonna... I don't know why I want them to have babies so much. I've just never had baby fish around. I'm sure it'll get old really quickly, but like, it's so exciting. They're just like... Anyways, have a wonderful, wonderful day.